All right. We're back in the retro station, you know. Just played 4 hours of Mio Memories in Orbit, you know. And now, winding down from that a little bit, it's JRPG time. It's time to play some Dragon Quest VI. So, let's fire it up, and then I suppose wait, why is that so blue? The SCART cable is probably coming out, isn't it? Oh yeah, that looks terrible. Hang on a second. It's funny, it doesn't look so bad right here, but it's bad. All right, I got to jiggle the cable, I guess. Who the hell's idea was SCART, dude? SCART this, SCART that. When doing RGB stuff, I tell ya, if I was just getting into retro gaming right now, or like retro hardware, video signals and that kind of stuff, if I was just getting into all that, knowing what I know now, I would have never gotten started on RGB. Well, maybe I still would have. But YPBPR is kind of the way to go nowadays, I feel like. Just because of how much easier it is, you know? But alright. Oh, I gotta update my stream title real quick. This is SNES. It doesn't look better. Don't go crazy now. But okay. Let's go. One port to support all formats? Yeah. So all of the formats suck. Because the thing won't stay in the port. Anytime my cat goes by and rubs her face on the cable, all of a sudden my video's going wacky. Dragon Quest series playthrough. Dragon Quest VI Maboroshi no Daichi. And alright, there we go. Okay, so we got big news in this game. Big news. Last thing that we did in this game was we re-raised the Magic City Calberona. Oh, you know what? There's one more little thing I gotta do to make sure it doesn't go wacky again, and that's to set that. And here we are in the Magic City. Let's go around and get talking to some folks. Welcome to Calberona, the city of magic. This town was created long ago by the great sorceress Barbarella. At least we're free. Even while we were sealed, our souls watched the world. I was responsible for watching over Barbara. Yes, this was Barbara's home. When the Demon King sealed Calberona, her powerful magic ignited. Her soul was sealed far from us, and she was nearly unconscious. When I found her, she was very weak. Our town was actually destroyed twice. First, we burned in a great explosion. Without bodies, our souls came here to the dream world. But the power of the Demon Emperor extended to the dream world, too. He had us sealed away for all time. Allow me to thank the people who renewed our existence. Okay, yeah. And then here, we have ourselves. I thought that we were from the dream world originally. So one of the two of us must be the real one? It's time to find out. Beware of... Oh, or it's a copycat. Beware of copycats. He's just floating up there? Okay. So, what could that mean? We are only about to find out. Do you know about the magic carpet? No. With the magic carpet, you can fly over valleys and oceans. The bed can do that. Last we heard, a stylish rich guy inherited it. But that's old news now. Okay. It must also be able to go over mountains, right? That would be interesting. The old couple that lives here is known for their magical creations. Like the Elder. They've been long asleep. Oh. Old guy gets to be in bed. She's sleeping on a chair, dude. When these guys wake up, oh man, she's gonna be so sore. He's gonna be as spry as he was when he was 20. And she's gonna feel like she aged another 100 years. Everyone in this town is a magic user, but all more powerful than I. I may as well be a physical laborer. Alright, what's in this well, eh? Another well? A well in the well? Wizard's Ring. I feel like I remember the Wizard's Ring in other Dragon Quests. You could use it to regain MP and it had a chance to break. I think that's what it did before. However, it appears that it also will raise Dash's defense? Oops, I meant to go give. Okay, so you've got... Oh, and this... Right, we got the spear from the dude. I gotta check that out also. Sword Edge Armor, Iron Shield, Iron Helm. Okay, so we have the Ruby of Power. And then there's the Wizard's Ring. Okay, so it would cost us power to put the Wizard Ring on. I don't really want to make that sacrifice. And now, though, check out this spear. Is there anyone we can give that to that it's good for? Hassan? Or him? Because he's got the Battle Axe. You've got the Morning Star. It only raises him by 9. For you, it gives 20 more attack. So let's try it. It's not very stylish. But it might be good. Alright, I guess we're just going straight ahead. Hello, the town elder, Butthole, is on the other side of the lake. Just take those stairs over there. Gotcha. Weapon store. Alright, now we're talking. So, maybe the Sword of Slumber is better than the Platinum Sword that I got. I think I might have gotten the Platinum Sword from the Metal King, and that's why I put it on. The Moon Folding Fan. Ooh, look at the boot. So only Barbara can equip that? Ooh, Zombie Killer, dude. Okay, hang on, never mind. Now we've got the Zombie Killer. It's not very stylish. Okay. And then what do we got? Armor shop. Sage's robes. The magical skirt, we already found one of those, but now we can buy them, I suppose. Magic armor. Magic shield is pretty good. In fact, we can take 2 of those. I think we're full, though. Here, let me... Can I just sell the platinum sword? What are you selling? Apparently she doesn't want to sell it. Okay. Maybe we can't sell stuff that's from the Metal King. That would make sense. Okay, so I suppose what we'll do then is we'll go, is grinding for leveling in gold the same or less than Final Fantasy? I feel like in Final Fantasy, you almost never have to grind. Like, very early on when you first boot up the game, right? You should do, like, a little bit of farming to make it so that you can survive getting to the next town, of course. Like, they start you out where you need to do a couple of extra fights in the old games. But I feel like other than that, in Final Fantasy games, I feel like you never have to grind. In Dragon Quest, the first Dragon Quest game was very much had some grinding in it, you know? And TK Cannabis, how are you guys doing? That one very much was like, every time that you found a new town, you mostly had to, like, farm up some gold so you could buy the new stuff. And then that was kind of the big progress giver, was having the new weapons and armor. So yeah, grinding for the gold was pretty important. And then 2 and 3 had, like, a little bit. Mr. Diary Holder, welcome, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. And so yeah, I would say overall Dragon Quest games feel like they have a little bit more grinding than Final Fantasy, but after the first few, there kind of isn't any. Unless you want to. What was I doing? Item. Dash. We'll just give this to you. And then we can talk to you, and we can purchase a magic shield. Oh yeah, I'm doing great. And yeah, we can equip it now. And then I suppose I can just sell whatever his last shield was. The iron shield. Get rid of that shit. And now we can buy a magic shield for Hassan. Are these worth getting into? Absolutely. I kind of feel like I'm starting to like Dragon Quest more than Final Fantasy. Because I really like the way that these games have stayed. They've stayed more classic, and they've stayed more, like, open, you know? And by open, what I mean is, like, less hand-holding, more discovery, right? And more, like, kind of puzzle solving as far as, like, where to go, what to do, and that kind of stuff. They feel more adventurous, while I feel like Final Fantasy is more story-heavy, which then also puts it on a more, like, linear path, if that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, I'm only on the 6th one, right? But yeah, as far as like where to start on them, here's what I'll say. I've heard that the best Dragon Quest games are 8 and 11. So if you want to jump into like what people say is the best one, then you could do that. If you're more my style, I like starting at the start because I like to see the progression. I like to start on an old game, even though I know that there might be some jank to it. I like the jank, and I like appreciating the old thing. And then when I play Dragon Quest II, I get to appreciate the advancements. I get to appreciate all the stuff that they, you know, that they changed and expanded upon and that kind of thing, right? And I'll say, I think 2 is a big step up from 1. 1 is very simple, you know? And it's not very long either, though. Like, 1 is, it's short, sweet, simple, very easy to appreciate. It's definitely the most grindy, though. And then 2 is like a massive step up from 1 in like the complexity of battles, in the openness of the world, and like the finding of secrets and all that kind of stuff, right? So yeah. And yeah, I'm kind of similar. I grew up with Final Fantasy VII, and then I only played 1 through 6 in like 2016, 10 years ago, actually, now that I think about it, is the first time that I booted up Final Fantasy 1 and said, like, I'm gonna play 1 through 6, you know, and did that. Okay. You know what's interesting, now that I think about it? If I do this like slightly more washed out look of the colors actually matches the CRT way closer. This actually looks way more like it looks on the CRT. That's interesting. But then if we put it on full, now everything's like way more vibrant. I don't know. Now I kind of feel like this is the correct move. Okay. So they said to talk to the Elder. But I'm coming up here first. That statue contains the remains of the legendary sorceress Barbarella. That statue was here 100 years before the Elder was born. This is the Orb of Healing. Inside is a light that heals both mind and body. Oh yeah? Oh, nice. This is the Orb of Vitality. Inside is a light that restores spell energy. Neat. Gotcha. Oh. What do we got here? The sorceress Barbarella created the ultimate spell, Madante. I wonder if anyone is powerful enough to control it. The Elder is the only one who has ever tried. Got any small medals? A nut of magic. You know, he doesn't use nearly as many spells as, like, Muriel does. So I'm actually going to give that to her. Even though if Dash does become the hero class later, that might change. This is the town of magicians, Calvarona. Blazemore. Ah! Very nice. Small medal. For friends of Barbara, I'll also sell goods made by the Kelbs. The Kelbs. But yeah, you prefer the original OST over the Pixel OST? I agree. I've been watching Matt Over Yonder play the Pixel remasters, and while I think that they're above average as far as like remakes go, I still prefer the originals. We have waited for the return of Barbara. She has to take over for the Elder. Because the Elder is so weak, we have used the sands of time. I guess I should have Barbara in my party right now, huh? Since this is like her place. The Elder is inside the house, but no one, not even us, can go inside right now. Oh yeah? We're just barging right on in. Oh. I see, there's like a magical spell preventing us from going in. Okay, we gotta go... That's right, Matt, over yonder. You can expand the scope of the Final Fantasy project even further by, instead of playing Final Fantasy IV next, now you can just play 1 through 3 again, but on NES. Okay, I gotta get Barbara in the party. Milk it up. So here's the caravan. Let's go order. Barbara. All right, here we are. So now, oh, hey, there we go. She could probably become a dragon. Me, related to the sorceress? Then this town really is my birthplace. It's okay to be surprised. After all, you did lose your memory. But I assure you, Barbarella's blood lies dormant within you. Just continue your studies. Man, now I feel like I gotta have Barbara in the party. She's becoming a main character. The combat definitely feels a lot different in this game than in Final Fantasy. But in a way that, like, I don't exactly know how to I don't know exactly how to explain the difference. I think you just have to... Well, Dragon Quest 1 is very different because that one is one-on-one. Like, you only have... You don't have a party in the first Dragon Quest game. It's just you. And you always only fight one enemy as well. And, like, status ailments are really important, you know? Like, there's certain enemies that you always want to mute or that you always want to put to sleep and that kind of thing. And so that's one of the things that I think is really fun about the game, is kind of building like a mental bestiary of all of the different enemies and like how I want to fight them, right? And then the games after start incorporating multiple party members, and then they start implementing like a job system and stuff. So like the differences between the jobs is a really big deal. Like with Final Fantasy 3 and 5 having the job system, Dragon Quest games feel like the job system is kind of more, what's the word? Like, I don't know, they all kind of have it after the first game. Did I see the new Dragon Quest 7 video? I don't really care about remakes. The Elder was 200 years old when we became part of the Dream World. She's very frail and needs much rest, so we've scattered the sands of time around his door. If you look closely with both eyes, you might just see the sand. If you want to know more about the sand, another villager can help you. Yeah, what about my sand container? Does that do anything? No, okay. We don't know how to use it. But yeah, Dragon Quest 1 through 4 are on NES, 5 and 6 are on Super Nintendo, 7 is on PlayStation, 8 is on PlayStation 2, 9 is on Nintendo DS, 10 is a online-only MMORPG that never came to the US, and then 11 is on PC and modern consoles. But there's also a bunch of remakes. Like, I think like 1 through 3 you can play on Game Boy Color, which is a pretty good version of them from what I hear. And then a bunch of them were remade on DS also. But yeah, and also I should be clear. 1 through 4 are on Nintendo. 5 and 6 aren't necessarily on Super Nintendo, they're on Super Famicom. And so what we're playing right now is a fan translation. of the original Super Famicom game. Because it never officially came to Super Nintendo in English. Okay, so I think I gotta walk around a little bit more with Barbara in the party to unlock some more dialogue options here. Oh, hey, there's an inn down here. In the northern house lives the old couple, the Kelbs. You won't be able to meet them until you've met everyone else. Barbara, everyone in town thinks you should take over for the elder. Of course, you'd have to accept the position, but you're back now, so what do you think? Alright, we got the bank. Do I know about the Miu Mini Plus and its variants, a handheld device where you can install ROMs? I mean, I know that there's a lot of handheld emulation devices out there, but I've never heard of that one specifically. Does this translation have bugs? Yeah, it's like basically you don't want to use B to like back out of menus once you're too far into them, or it will soft lock. Or yeah, I would call it a soft lock. So yeah, you got to be a little bit careful. Ow, I cut myself. Don't worry, you're not bleeding. Heal. Is that better? Oh, thank you. Let's go. Oh, hey, I don't think I saw these stairs over here before. As an MMO player, that's disappointing to hear 10 never came to the West. Yeah. You know what? There's private servers where you can still play Final Fantasy XI on PS2, right? I feel like that would be kind of fun. Are you looking for someone? Yeah? Do they look like this? A mimic? Well, what do you think? How do I look? That's the mimic spell. You have to be a high level to learn it. I just recently learned it. By the way, have you seen my wife? I wonder where she went. Shh, I also know mimic and became a cat, but I can't remember the spell to change back. At least as a cat, I don't have to sleep with him. What? His snoring is really annoying. Oh, okay, just the snoring. Don't tell him, okay? It's not that she's disgusted by his elder penis or anything. All right. Do you know about the magic carpet? Yeah, you already told me about it. The Calbs made it. When the Demon Emperor attacked, we loaded the town's treasures onto it. Then we sent it away. Who knows where it is now? It's back here. This seems like there would be a secret here. All right. So these two are still just asleep. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, for sure we're gonna have to find the flying carpet. It's probably gonna be, I'm guessing that's gonna be the better flying mount instead of the, not to sound like an MMO player calling it a fucking mount, but you know what I mean, than the flying bed that we're using right now. Okay, okay. And yeah, Joshua, how's it going? Hello, hello. All right, we probably have to talk to... Oh, wait, we can save here. Nice. we probably have to talk to the ladies up here, now that we have Barbara in the party. I did play 1 through 5. Yep, 1 through 4 on NES, and then 5 and 6, both of them I'm doing on Super Famicom with the fan translations. Okay, so Orb of Healing, Orb of Vitality, and then maybe it's you that's going to be important. That statue contains the remains of the legendary sorceress, Barbarella. Yeah, we had a lot of snow yesterday. In fact, I should probably snowblow the driveway, except that it is... Well, no, I guess it is still pretty cold out, but it's gonna be above freezing all day on Thursday. So maybe that means I should snowblow so that when it's above freezing, that gets rid of the rest of, what's on the driveway, you know? Okay. So I'm not immediately seeing what to do in this area, except... Did I already talk to the Elder with Barbara in the party? Maybe now that I've talked to everybody... Oh, right, I can't talk to the Elder yet. Because I don't know how to use the sand. Right. Okay. Interesting. So now this town is just kind of another conundrum. But it sounds like I just need to make sure that I talk to everybody else. Person who steps over the sand will be taken back in time. Ah. If we had the sand container, we could collect the sand. But I heard the container sank deep into the ocean. Where could it be now? I have it, bro. Okay, maybe now I can use the sand container. Now that he told me that I can do that. Huh. What if I check around my feet? The sand glitters like sunlight. Equip? Use. Okay. Interesting. Without the... Oh, here we go. We can speak to the Elder telepathically, but the sand container is one of our treasures. Only local residents would be able to use it. Of course, Barbara could probably manage. Okay. Dash doesn't know how to use it. But Barbara knows. That makes perfect sense. Okay. They really had to spell it out for me, though. Okay, because the thing is, I don't really consider Barbara to be a resident of this town. Because, like, we only just got back, you know? I have to remember that, like, she was a resident of the town, she just lost her memories. Okay. Well, here's the Elder, let's go.
Barbara, you've come back! I've been waiting. I have so many things to tell you, but there just isn't time. There isn't much time left for me. There's something I have to entrust to you. Do you know of the spell Madante?
We've heard of it, yeah.
It's a spell that inflicts damage proportional to the energy put into it. However, it will use all of your magical power. My time is near. Unfortunately, the Demon Emperor is watching you. We must hurry. Close your eyes.
Barbara closed her eyes,
and the Elder transferred her power.
Oh, it's an old woman. Oops. There it is. Man, oh man, maybe I'm supposed to have her in my party this entire time. Oh.
No, Elder!
Butthole!
Don't worry.
Don't worry. It is as it should be. My term is over. Now I go where the Demon Emperor cannot reach me. New life, new strength. I'm counting on you.
Elder!
It's all right. Finally, a peaceful sleep. I'll be with the sorceress Barbarella. We'll be watching over you. Goodbye, Barbara. Goodbye, everyone. All right. It must only be used for peace and not for war. The Elder understood this. Adante is the most powerful spell. Yeah.
Don't tell anyone about this, or that Barbara has completed her training.
All right. So that is pretty important, isn't it? I wonder if it's a spell that we... Oh yeah, see, there it is. It's a skill, though. Interesting, it's a skill, not an actual spell, as far as battle commands are concerned. Oh, right, and now they said, yo, Wonderland, they did say not to tell anybody that the Elder died, which means that, now the villagers' scripts aren't gonna update now that the Elder is dead. Okay, but we got, so we got the spell that we need for the Demon King or whatever. So that's pretty important. I guess now it's time to just continue exploring the underwater, you know? We've got like the whole underwater to check out. Just started playing Tunic? Nice. I actually didn't get into Tunic the first time I played it. But then, you know, after a little bit, I went back to it. And then I just absolutely fell hard into it. And it's really good. Yeah. Alright, so I think probably just take me back to Pescani. And now we've got a whole bunch of stuff to do. So first of all, though, I mean, man, do we just start using Barbara instead of Chamberlain? It's not like he's very strong. So right now she is a superstar, which might be really good. If we go info, so she's level 30. I mean, she's pretty weak. But, like, we mastered Goof Off with her, though. So now she's a superstar, which is kind of cool. Hang on, I'm gonna go save the game real quick. I feel like Chamberlain is whatever his name is just starting to pop off with the Beastmaster, though, you know? I'll keep her in the party for a little bit. I gotta check out what kind of things she can equip, though. Like, if we try to give this, can she equip this? No. Like, I don't know what weapon is best for her right now. Maybe it doesn't matter, though, and she just is gonna use all skills. Okay, let's... We gotta sack the small metals here real quick. And then... Get me underwater, and alright, let's get exploring down here, dude. So I gotta look at the map and, like, decide on what we're exploring first. This is really cool, by the way, I think. An underwater ship wrapped in a bubble is our underwater vehicle. I think this is awesome. The Ocean Naga. All right, so we gotta... Let's do no magic, and let's see what kind of shit Barbara gets up to. The problem with getting rid of Chamberlain is that he has, Hey, she confused him. That's really good. She has, or he has Heal All as a spell, you know? So it's not great to get rid of another healer, I feel like. But I don't know. Hassan and Muriel both have Heal All also, so maybe I shouldn't worry about it. But yeah, I kind of can't get over how cool it is. Just this idea of our underwater vehicle, you know? It's just so creative. And you know what? I kind of just want to go straight over to the areas that we've never been able to get to before. So, like, if we come up here now, we've never had the boat out on this side of the rocks. Hey, the flying bed is pretty sick also, you know. Do 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 do. Unkel. He learned Dazzle. Alright, so yeah, up here. Here we go. We've never been up here before, I don't think. Wait, yes we have. This is where we drop down to from the last remaining hole of the upper world. And this is where the crest puzzle is that I don't know. So yes, we have already been here. Go sit the snowblower outside so Mrs. can clean her a spot when she gets home. Clean her a spot? I don't know what you... I don't think I know what you mean. Well, you mean so she can clear her own spot? Nah. When she's got a 4-wheel drive SUV, you know, she'll be able to get into the garage, and then I'll just snowblow the driveway after she's home. Now, the only issue with doing that is that in general, you do really want to snowblow before anybody drives on it, because when you drive over the snow, the spots that your tires roll over packs the snow down really hard, and then the snowblower can't blow that snow, because now it's like ice, basically. It's like compact snow, you know? So that isn't great when you got to deal with that, you know. Then you got to take the shovel out and sit there and like kick it, you know. You got to put the shovel up against it and just like kick the shovel until it breaks it apart. Or you just wait for the next day where it's warmer than freezing out and then it melts. Is it like using a lawnmower? Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot more like, there's less turning, and because it has to shoot the snow out a certain direction. So like a lawnmower, you kind of go around a square, right? And like, I don't know if you do like rows going back and forth, or if you do like a circle around. But yeah, instead a snowblower is like, I'm shooting the snow forward. So I gotta start in this. Basically, what I do is, you know, first you have the nozzle turning to the side, and you do like a few passes back and forth in the center of the driveway, so you get yourself a nice path that just goes right down the center. Then you turn the nozzle forward, and you start going outward, where it's like you just do one pass outward to the edge of the driveway, and then you gotta back it up, and then you do the next pass down the line, and then back it up, right? And you just one pass at a time. You know what I mean? But yeah, so that's snow blowing for you. Do I hate doing it? I only hate when it's windy out, because like when it's pointed towards your neighbor's lawn, I mean, it could be your own lawn, right? You're just trying to get it off the driveway. And then on your lawn is fine. I hate when you're snow blowing and you're blasting the snow in front of you, and then a big fucking gust of wind blasts all the snow into your face that you're trying to blow away, you know? That drives me nuts. Heated driveway? Nah, you know, you just put on a Slayer album and, you know, you'll be done by the end of it. All right. Yeah, it feels like you're in an infomercial, exactly. Does this ever happen to you? So can we resurface, like, right here? Oh, look at that. Look at the big brain on Dash. Yeah, I might have to become the plow guy, you know? Like, so right now I drive like a car. But you know, the car's not gonna last forever. And the fact that I need to like haul a ladder around sometimes to do my networking work, and I'm starting to assemble tools and stuff, I got half a mind to get a truck for my next vehicle. Recently, a new king took over, and things have been easier. The Gindoro influenced the country so much when I was young. They were so cruel. Bwomp, 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 bwomp. What was I thinking getting involved with the Gindoro? That day No, I mustn't.
Forgive me, gods, and help my daughter. With the Gindoro, hear my plea for my daughter.
Time for a mom van? Mom's already got the mom van. All right. And yeah, as far as tornadoes go, it's supposed to be tornado country around here, like to the point where there's tornado alarms that have to get tested every month. The first Wednesday of every month, we hear the tornado alarms outside, you know, getting tested. And the thing is, yeah, like I don't know, nobody takes tornadoes seriously around here. Like I've like pretty much never been in the situation of somebody actually being concerned about them. If you are around, you know, if someone around here is like, I'm worried about a tornado, everyone around them is just like, you know, get real. Every once in a while, though, I did see a news story a couple years ago, though, where like one neighborhood around here did get fucking romped a couple years ago. Have you met the king yet? No.
Really? Surely he'd be delighted to meet an adventurer like you.
Had the same car for over 10 years, and it's the first car that you don't have, first year that you don't have to pay taxes for. You don't have to pay taxes for it. I've had the same car for 10 years, but we gotta, we definitely have to, or like, you know, I'm still paying taxes on it for sure. Because, you know, you gotta re-register every year. Stoned Skater Boy. I don't know if you've ever met a Stoned Skater Boy before. That person is confessing something about his daughter and the Gindoro. Whoops. Gindoro have become very powerful. Even you adventurers should avoid the large house over there. Oh yeah? What are you doing? There's no loitering. Well, there's a well here. Hang on. We gotta check out the well. The well mimic. Alright, let's get him. We can probably just kick his ass regular style. Oh, dude, Barbara might be goated, actually. Barbara can do a heal us that doesn't cost any MP? Alright, Chamberlain's getting the fuck out of here. We're using Barbara now. Oh, we've got a prison door here. All right, it's time to start taking some notes. So we are on this continent now, and then this is real world. All right, so I gotta open up my notes. Okay, what letter are we on for the real world? We are on V. So give me a V right here. This is some kind of castle that I don't know the name of yet. Oops. Okay. V, castle, and then what did that? Oh, prison door. So when we inevitably get the prison key, we know where to look. Okay. The girl. I can't return the girl. Please understand.
I'm just an old man. What will I do without her?
Don't get upset at the old man.
But... Old man, I've told you several times. Your daughter isn't here. I know. You've told me that you gave her to the previous king. Then why do you keep coming back here? She was an amazingly beautiful woman. I don't know who said that. I thought the new king released all the slaves. Maybe she escaped before he took over. We didn't keep track of her after we got rid of her. Didn't we accept your daughter as payment when you didn't have enough gold?
Aren't you a monk? I'm already uncomfortable here. Soon there won't be any attractive people here.
That old man, really? The woman was threatened under the reign of the last king. The current king is endangering his people. Damn, I've had this scar on my arm for 10 years. Maybe we should return the girl. I was nearly killed. What use could I be if I were dead?
Alright, so she's probably in the prison door then, I would think. You always wanted to learn to skateboard, but you had issues with balance? Yeah, like when I was in like middle school, I was really into the idea of skateboarding. And you know, we all played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, you know, we were all into Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. And so we wanted to skateboard for real. Whoa! And I was big into Rodney Mullen. Rodney Mullen was the GOAT. They had that skate video Opinion that had the Rodney Mullen segment on it. I watched that shit so many times. But when I got my own skateboard, though, I couldn't even ollie. And I tried. Like, I tried a lot, and I just could not get it down. I couldn't get the ollie down. And so I never got into it, you know?
Glad I'm not the leader. You didn't hear me say that.
Whoops. Sorry, I just keep hitting R.
Gandino. Dark Emperor.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But you know, back then it was that was kind of all the rage, you know. I tried snowboarding also. Like, I had a snowboard. And I went snowboarding, like, I feel like I only went snowboarding maybe 2 times. And one of them was on, like, a regular little hill. Only one time did I ever go to, like, a place, right? There's a place in Minnesota called Powder Ridge that the school went to. It was like a school trip one day to go to Powder Ridge. And so I went snowboarding that day. And I remember the problem that I had was when I went like actually snowboarding, the issue that I had was that I would be going, and for some reason my back foot would just slowly drift backward to where then I would be like turning to where I was going backward, like towards my back. Or at least it would go, like, my back foot would just drift backward until it would, like, catch from being too sideways, and then I would, like, slam onto my back, you know? And then I'd have to get back up and start going again, and then, yeah, my back foot would just start drifting backward again, and it would catch, and I would slam onto my back again. And that's just, like, what happened over and over. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong or why that was happening.
I heard the king has an amazing treasure. Bring a traveling merchant?
Being a traveling merchant, I thought I'd bring it, buy it from him. Hang on a second. Traveling merchant? Daughter of the mayor of San Marino is with a traveling merchant. Remember that?
But he quickly refused.
He might not be the only traveling merchant, though, you know. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I was born in 1990, you know, and if you talk to most guys from 1990, most guys had some kind of experience with skateboarding, CKY, you know, or at least Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and Jackass. Alright, weapon store. The Sword of Temptation. Ooh, that's good for Barbara. Now we're into that, you know? Warhammer for Hassan. Ooh, Staff of Echoing is extra good for Barbara. And that's like all we have money for? Flame Sword, extra good for Hassan. Okay, so I'm gonna get the Staff of Echoing for her. And then I don't have any money for the other stuff. You had CKY 3 on VHS? Yeah. I had CKY 1 and 3. I never really saw 2K. Because, yeah, I didn't have that one. The copy of CKY 1 that I had was actually old Danger Valentine had it on DVD, and he recorded his DVD copy onto a VHS for me. What is CKY? It was Bam Margera's video thing. It was basically like a mix of music, sketches, and skateboarding, you know? And it was kind of what Jackass spawned off of, right? Because CKY came first, I think. Where, yeah. It was like Bam Margera and his friends made a whole bunch of, just a whole video package that was like public pranks, comedy sketches, skateboarding, and then CKY was Bam Margera's brother's band, right? Bam Margera's brother is the drummer of CKY, the band, and the other members were somewhat involved in the videos as well. So then there was also like their music was what accompanied all of it, right? And so at first CKY was just a video, right? That Bam Margera edited and his friends made, and then they made a few of them. And eventually they got picked up and it got popular enough to where then Jackass became a thing. And man, I watched those videos so many times. Marie? Like Muriel, our companion here. La da dun dun dun. Okay, I feel like I'm starting to. No, I haven't met the king yet. Have I just not gone into? Is there an obvious castle here that I haven't got into yet? Yes. Okay. Takes time to visit the children, but he won't let anyone into the castle. Oh, I see. So this guy says welcome, but they got the door shut, and I hear he won't let anyone in. I guess we'll try it though. Oh, okay. No, all right. We are going in. The king is upstairs. Whoop. Have you heard the rumor of the legendary shield of this castle? Legendary shield, you say? No, I haven't heard the rumor. Oh, okay. I heard the last king gave the legendary shield to Gindoro. Gave it to Gindoro, huh? But it turned out to be a fake. I also heard that the legendary shield was hidden, somewhere deep in a cave at the end of a river. I think this was done to keep it out of the hands of the Gindoro. And okay, so that right there basically confirms that it's the cave that has the gargoyle in it. Whoops. Do 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 do. All right, we gotta sack the metal. You know what? Give the wisdom seed to Barbara. Wait, it's unusable for her? Nah. There we go. I used to make great meals in the castle from the local harvests, but one day I cooked some bad vegetables. Unfortunately, several people became very ill. Hope Bam finds peace. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, if you look up what... Like, Bam was on top of the fucking world when we were teenagers, you know? He was the coolest guy in the whole world. Everyone wanted to party with him every day. But then, I mean, but if you follow, like, kind of what happened after that, then yeah, it's a little tragic. I mean, I think basically what happened is he did party every day. And then, yeah, like, I don't, right, of course, I don't know the guy, right? But just from my distant, what I've heard about him in a biographical sense is, you know, he seems to be like a classic tale, really, of like alcoholism and what alcohol does to you when you over imbibe. And by over imbibe, I don't mean at one time. I mean like over a long period of time, right? Does seem to be making a comeback. Lets all the neighbors come and skate with him at his home skate park and is sober now, right now. That's very good to hear. I've heard that before, though, that like there was that time where like he moved to Estonia for a while, right? And was sober then. But then like relapsed at some point when he came back. But that's really good to hear that he's sober now again. This is the soldiers' quarters. Alright, what do we got down here then? The old man used to be a prisoner here, but when the king released him, he refused to leave. Something must be wrong with him. Oh, what? Yes, one got away. She had a mysterious power, I could feel it. She always spoke about finding her brother. After she escaped, we looked all over for it. If the legend are true, then with that flute, ho. Oh? Okay. The hell do we got down here now? A hole? Well, you know we're jumping right down the hole. Oh, and then this is the well. Okay, gotcha. Womp, 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 womp. Okay. Ba-da-bum-bum, wow. Okay, right. This is this guy. Alright, so who are you now? This used to be the women's room. The women's room doesn't even get a floor? All the beautiful women brought to the king eventually ended up here. Most of them died here, but it's possible that some may have escaped. Kingany! Thanks for subscribing. Does this version have party chat? I am not sure what party chat is, so I'll take that to mean no, it doesn't. Goyi, thank you as well for subscribing. All right. Don't tell anyone about this. The work I did for the previous king was easy. I haven't actually worked in many years. Can't believe I looked in that pot. Oh yeah, the corner pot in the prison cell. All right, hit me with that nut of life. Oh yeah.
The king is looking for the legendary shield, so I'm researching it. Go south.
Oh, all right, here it is. The gargoyle. All right. Go south from the statue of the gargoyle. When you come to a wall, follow it around to the left. Look in the first corner. You'll need something there. Oh, baby, we got this. We got it. All right. Maybe under tactics? No? Yeah, I don't know. Info? Nah. Who knows? Okay, I am very excited to go get that shield. Adventurers? You must be here to see the Empress. As for the former Empress, she was very jealous. Any girls prettier than her she had locked in the dungeon. I've played a bunch of Tales games, but I've never finished one. Like, I wouldn't say that I like them very much, because I always bounce off of them pretty early on. Like, I've never really played one and had it really stick with me. Welcome, adventurers. I am the King of Gantino. I was once an adventurer, but I have not left in a long time. I now wonder what will become of the world. Perhaps you could tell me. Has peace finally returned to the world? I would say no. Really? Then it might be good to have the legendary shield around. If only I knew what its power is. Yeah, we'll go find it. Tales of Symphonia? I have the victory jingle, yeah. Tales of Symphonia is the one that I got the farthest in. I mean, the thing is, you know, you don't gotta love a game to appreciate its soundtrack. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I've got the victory jingle from Tales of Symphonia, and also, speaking of Tales of Symphonia, do you remember this fucking song? Oh, I had already listened to it once, so it was in the middle of it. Oh man. That that's a fucking all-timer video game song, dude. All right. Hang on a second. This is a bed and bath. Last king came here on a daily basis. Okay, haven't you been here before? Not in this room, you haven't seen? This is a bed and bath. The last king came here on a daily basis. Check the towel rack back here. I've never played a Trails game. In fact, I feel like lately I've been getting asked about the Trails games like every day. I think my cousin's really into them. Have you met the king and queen? They're really friendly. They're a lot different from the last king and queen. All right, and then what do we got out here? Golden Sun I played through when it was new, and The Lost Age as well. I played through both Golden Sun games right away when they were new, and then never played them since. I did kind of try to go back and do another playthrough of Golden Sun, but it didn't really stick the second time. But maybe I'll give it another shot. At some point while I'm didn't I stream them? No, I've never streamed through Golden Sun. I definitely was I definitely showed a little bit of Golden Sun when I did the GBA Consolizer mod. I was using Golden Sun to test it. But yeah, I think Flex played through them on stream. The Empress used to conduct her business from this room. Hey, don't go in there! What's going on? Who's there? Just some adventurers. It doesn't matter, let them in. Yes? Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Be polite in front of the Empress. It's nice to meet people with such nice manners. My husband, the king, is currently on a journey. I tire too easily, so I stayed behind. While he's away, he's left the country in my control. But stay away from the dungeon. My husband locked a hideous monster down there. The others think I've lost my power, but ho 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 ho. What the hell is she talking about? I didn't see a hideous monster in the dungeon. And also, what do you mean your husband left on an adventure? We just talked to him. Wait, who the hell is this now? Are you adventurers? Okay, so the Empress, Are you adventurers? I've been waiting to be married for so long, but women weren't allowed to come into the castle until recently. I thank the gods that my husband isn't like that king. I didn't see the mirror down there. I don't know what you're talking about. What is my favorite game? Final Fantasy VII. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, all-time favorite for me, Final Fantasy VII. But also up there, though, my other all-time favorites are... Top 3, alright, Mario 64... Hollow Knight. Mario 64, Hollow Knight, Final Fantasy VII. The current king took over when the last king disappeared. He was an adventurer like you. We're thankful. Gotcha, gotcha. So it was the king and the empress before. But now we have like a king and queen? I can't really say I'm fully grasping the political hierarchy here. But, you know, it'll probably be fine. Okay, so the important info that we got here was how to get the shield. I think we can get the shield now. And that's big time. So let's go this way. Let's get out of here for now, and let's go straight back to there. So return me to, I think Piscani is like the closest place. Right? Because now it's, yeah, just up here and to the right. Okami, Red Dead 2. Man, a lot of people love that Red Dead 2. Okami is an interesting one. Like, by all means, I think Okami is a really cool game. But I am just not really into 3D Zelda games. And that even extends to Okami. Like, I played a bit of Okami, and I decently enjoyed it, but I didn't finish it, you know? I dropped off of it after a little bit. Okay, is anybody still poisoned? No, yes. Okay, so now we gotta do this. What do I think of Ocarina of Time? I don't think it's very fun to play. Like, of course I respect Ocarina of Time for how important of a game it is, but I don't think it's very fun. Alright, north, then east. North at the first intersection, west, and then south. Okay. So, north, east, north at the next intersection. All right. Oh, they do vacuum also, huh? Yeah. So that's their move that does a whole bunch. Do. All right, then west. As far as Zelda games, let me tell you, the best Zelda game is Zelda 2 on NES. That game is, and before you think that I'm just trying to be a contrarian, let me explain. Zelda 2 represents everything that I love about retro games and video games in general. Zelda 2 feels like an adventure where you have to find your way around. You know, you go into towns, talking to people, having to write down what the different people say because they're giving you clues about how to get through the game that's otherwise pretty difficult to penetrate. You know, it's got dungeons that, like, you need to draw a map of the dungeon as you're doing it, otherwise it's going to be too confusing. But, like, if you draw a map, then it's pretty simple. It's got awesome action combat, great platforming as well. Surprisingly good platforming for how combat focused it is. You know, it's I like getting experience and leveling up also. That's fun. You know, and like casting spells and all that kind of stuff. I just love, right? Puzzles, adventure, talking to NPCs to get clues, great combat. It's got everything, man. So that's another one of my favorite games. If I had to expand my favorite games of all time a little bit further from just top 3, Zelda 2 is like way up there as one of the next favorites. As well as like Bloodborne, Demon Souls. I think Barbara was a great addition to the team. I have not played Fax Xanadu. I've also heard that there's that Rambo game that's a lot like Zelda 2. No, her name is Barbara. In fact, if we look at Yeah. If we look at the game at the box, there she is. There's Barbara, and you can see the katakana right there, Barbara. So her name was originally Barbara. And then we've got we got the rest of the folks as well here. Pokemon Red. I'm not really a fan of Pokemon. Like, by all means, I think Pokemon, by all means, Pokemon should be excellent, you know? Like, I like the adventure aspect of it. I like, the idea of the gyms and and like, getting the badges and the general adventure of the game, you know? I like the idea of all of that. I love the idea of, like, collecting monsters and raising them, you know? But the thing that just kills Pokemon for me is I think that the battle system is unplayably boring. I just cannot get through a Pokemon game because the battles are so boring. Doing well on Sage. How are you doing on Paladin? Level 6? Alright. Level 5 on Battlemaster from you. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Oh no, now we gotta deal with enemy Barbara. Oh, never mind, she's gone. There's a Pokemon Stadium game where all the battles are 2v2, but does it also have the adventure in it though, you know? Alright, here it is. Gargoyle statue. So what do? Go south. When you come to a wall, follow it around to the left. Look in the first corner. You'll find something. Is this the first corner? Or is this the corner? Oh. I guess it's probably just going to be one of the corners of the inside of the thing. Do 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 do. And yeah, that's the thing. Like the biggest complaint people have about Zelda 2, I feel like, is just the fact that, or the thing that turns people away from it right away, is just the fact that it's there it is. Oh baby. And so, do you guys remember what I was saying about remembering the scope of the game's mechanics, right? Like, what are the things that we could do to interact with the statue or whatever? Well, one of the things that you interact with in this game is checking the floor, right? So there we go. All right. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, I've still got the notes up. Oh, hang on a second. Another puzzle? Okay, dude, this shield is quite the puzzle, huh? Now we gotta find another clue to actually get it? Let's see if there's anything that we can figure out to do on this screen. And once again, just like I said, you gotta think about the scope of the game. So like if you're just thinking about a puzzle very broadly, I would say, like, what, do you have to step on these faces in a certain order? But that's exactly the kind of thing that if you think that's exactly the kind of thing that just might not be something that the game ever bothers tracking. You know, so it's just outside of the scope of what the puzzle could even possibly be. So, my assumption, and this is how the puzzle has gone so far, is that it seems like every one of these puzzles is specifically made to be something that you're not going to figure. I mean, there is a brick that's sticking out here. But yeah, so the thing about each of the puzzles so far is that it's been something that's been designed to be something that you can't figure out without being told, you know? Basically. Unless you were ready to do a whole lot of brute forcing, you know? And so yeah, I'm guessing that we're supposed to just leave now and come back once we have the next clue, you know? I don't have the next clue. And so we'll have to come back later. One thing I could see it being, though, would be like a wall that I can leave from. You know, so if we just try to press on the outside walls and see if there's one that secretly lets us through, that could be a thing. But if it's not that, one thing I'm noticing is that there is no encounters in this room. So that's good at least. But all right. We'll come back another time. So, now, I suppose, take me back to Gandino? That's the name of this place? That's the name of this place. Okay, so over here. Or wait, no, down here. Gandino. References. Field of Studia. Okay. And Cosmo, hello, welcome on in. Is that an actual message deleted? I don't have a template command anymore or anything. But yeah, this is all you really have to say nowadays is no help, and everyone knows what that means. You know, this is a no help type stream. You know what? I'll put it in the stream title at least. But yo, Danger. Let me tell you though. In general, that's like the first time someone's ever gotten to the message before I saw it. Usually I read chat messages the second they come in. Okay, so now we're just checking the rest of the... I'm just checking the rest of the continent real quick here before I go back in. Uh-oh, this might kill us. Yes, okay, that's annoying. Man, that dance is insanely good. Hey, all right. So then we'll go, you still have Vivify. Ah, jeez. If I was to play a Tales game right now, I would try to play, just like I'm doing right now with the fan translation, I would try to play the original Tales of Fantasia. Because that's like the first one, right? Bro, this is supposed to be a 50% chance, by the way. 50% chance. Okay, there we go. In Prime 1, the hint system is an option. Yeah, I love that as well. Prime 1 and 2, you can turn the hint system off. In Prime 3, you can turn the hint system off. But it's still... you know, they still, end up telling you where to go all the time. Alright, turns out Barbara is just insanely good, I guess. And then, I mean, let's not even fucking get started on the hint system of Prime 4. Oh my god, in Prime 4, you can't turn the hint system off, and they just will not leave you alone. It blows my mind, you know? Because it's like, for 25 years... we've been making fun of Navi and Zelda Ocarina of Time, and they still keep doing it. They still keep making every game have some annoying fucking companion that won't stop telling you where to go all the time. You can't, like, it's such like it's so antithetical to the way that the rest of the game is designed, you know? Like, in Prime 4, now I am talking about it. In Prime 4, they make this whole open area for you to explore so you can collect these crystals, right? They want you to drive around on your cool space motorcycle and collect crystals. But you can't do that for more than 5 fucking minutes without the game calling you to tell you what to do instead. Remember to call in if you want a hint as to where to go next. And by the way, even though you didn't call in, here's a clue of where to go next anyway. Oh my god. I'm just trying to engage with the game mechanics. But yeah, ultimately, Prime 4 is a game that was extremely annoying, and as I played it, I audibly and out loud just sighed to myself. Like every 30 minutes while I was playing the game.
Sucks a lot.
And yet, despite that, I still played the game obsessively until I finished it because it was very fun. Regardless of all that, it was very fun. It's a pretty good attack. Like the thing is, like, yeah, like the core DNA of Metroid Prime, exploring around, finding or, you know, getting power-ups. The power-ups let you get to places you couldn't get to before. You know, backtracking into a place you've been to before, but now you have more powerful abilities in order to get the new stuff, right? Like that, and the boss fights, right? That whole core concept is just so fun that I would still recommend the game. The game is really fun, you know? Just be ready while you play it to be very, very annoyed at several other design decisions. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, just for years and years, you know, Metroid fans have been saying that they just want the games to be atmospheric. And they want, you know, you want to be alone and possibly scared. Now, Dread did a pretty good job of that, but they still had that annoying, you know, computer that you had to talk to all the time. All right, let's see where else we can get to here. Dread was pretty good though, and like they did. I have another thing to complain about with Prime 4. So in Prime, here's another problem. With the amount of yapping in Prime 4, is that it's like in a game like Dread, in a game like Metroid Dread and every other Metroid game besides Other M, it's fine for Samus to never talk. It's fine for her to never talk because the opportunity for her to talk is never really given, right? And or in the case of like Dread, it's like a weird computer thing. She doesn't need to talk to the weird computer thing, you know what I mean? But in Prime 4, she's constantly being asked a question or something, or that type of thing. Characters are constantly like asking for her to respond, and they make her never talk. Instead, she just either nods or shakes her head, right? And in that context, where she's frequently being asked for input and all she does is nod or shake her head, it makes her seem like an idiot, you know? It makes her seem like kind of a dumbass. that she never like has anything to say. All she can do is fucking nod her head or shake it, right? It makes her come off as less badass, less cool. Especially there's a part where like a character is dying, like a thing is happening, or not, a character isn't dying. A character is doing like a self-sacrifice thing, right? There's like a self-sacrifice thing happening. And what happens in the cutscene, it's like a fucking comedy bit. What happens in the cutscene is Samus like sees that that's what she's doing and like just like shakes her head real quick and then tries to stop it. Instead of just like yelling no, right? Instead of just being like no and then trying to stop it, the little head shake, it's like it just makes her seem like a dumbass. Like she's mentally deficient. You know what I mean? And it comes up a lot in the game, and it's funny too because in Dread they even give her a voice, like one voice line, and the one voice line that gives her is in like the Chozo language, which is cool. Like, so that was a really tasteful, good thing for them to do for that game. But in Prime 4, it's like, oh my god, what are they doing? What are they doing? What were they thinking? What the hell is this? Oh, this is the courage place, right? Do 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 do. Have I been? I've been here. Do, 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 do. Adam in Dread really did bother me though, because the reason he bothered me is because zero of his dialogue mattered, right? Like if you literally, except for like a big reveal at the end of the game, if he didn't exist and you just skipped all of his dialogue, you don't miss anything, you know? All he ever does is reiterate information that you already know. I do like the big reveal at the end, though, with the whole Metroid thing. You know, we're past the. I feel like we're past the statute of limitations on Dread, but the whole you know, like the lot where he says the words, "Samus, you are a Metroid," like that is campy enough to where I loved it. I loved it. We got a show cat, so here's Mia. You know, she's been chilling out here for quite a while. Oh, look at her. What a sweetheart. The little adjustments. All right. And by the way, like, look at her paws, right? Her two little paws in right there, the feet up, right? The tail curled around. Oh, man. All right, we've got more world map up here that we've never seen before, so let's check it out. Yeah, it's surprising how many people are allergic to cats. So the only thing with Barbara that I've noticed so far is that she is pretty low on HP, you know? She's got the heal move, though, which is great. That kind of makes up for it. But if we go info, let's see. She's got 127 is her max HP. Like, that's quite low. I got... Also, her defense is really low, though. I have to get her some better armor. Okay, here's a spot. I believe I've been here. This is... Yeah, this is Zaxxon Village, right? Or whatever. R? Yes. Whoops. At some point, we're going to figure out how to get into that Longadesso town also. All right, here we go. Here is... Yeah, this is a whole part of the world map that we've never been to. Some high orcs here, so nothing we can't handle, nothing we've never seen before. Defeat 2 enemies with a spin kick? Oh, yeah. Do the orcs always look like pigs? I think so. I think that's been a thing since the start. Cyrus. Not affected. Dodging. Alright, that's more like it. Ah, they've only got MP for 1 attack. Or for 1 spell, I mean. That guy was a little tricky. Maybe, I wonder if Wind Slash would be better to use on him. Let's try it. Wind Slash. Oh? Dang. Okay, that works. Absorb began to glow. Right. Alright, what do we got here? Prince? I'm sorry, my mistake. I've come far from Rydot Castle looking for the prince. I heard the fake prince was seen in a village in the northern mountains. It probably was just a fake prince, but I have to check it out anyway. What a waste of time. Oh, adventurers. The memories. Many years ago, I was a traveling merchant. I went from town to town selling various goods. Now I dream of starting my own city, where all merchants could gather. But it doesn't look like I'll be able to fulfill my dream. Yeah, like in, I think that was a plot point in Dragon Quest III. Alright, we gotta, I think we better just send everything to the store. And then I'm curious, since we took you out of the rotation, she can take the magic shield. Okay, so that's gonna help her. And then what else? Spirit armor. That's also good for her. Shell hat. Spear? No, okay. So now, equip, barb, spirit armor, magic shield. There we go. So now her defense is looking quite a bit better. And then, didn't I also get like a defensive... I got some kind of other defensive thing recently. Let me try to find it here. What am I, maybe someone already has it equipped. And then if I check, like, slime clothes, that's not good for her, is it? Okay. What about Holy Sword? Sword of Slumber. Platinum Sword. I'm getting the feeling she can equip the Platinum Sword. But it's not as good as the Staff of Echoing. Oh yeah, the Staff of Echoing seems like it's pretty sick. Alright. So yeah, we'll stick with that. Okay, so that guy's saying there is a village in the mountains to the north, which is important. And that's this whole part of the continent? Alright. Well, let's check it out. Oh my. Do-do-do-do-do-do. This new move that Muriel got is real good. Ba-bum-bum, ba-ba-bum-bum. All right. I'm a spin kick. Oh, okay. The poison carrots. Do. Regular ass slimes, eh? Interesting that would be here. Oh, wait a second. Aren't we basically like right beneath Life Cod now? A is Life Cod. Yeah, like if we think about the location, like we might be going up to the real version of Life Cod versus the Dream World. Whoa. You know what though with the slimes is that might be foreshadowing a king slime. Oh, Dash, where's Rand? Weren't you with him? How do you put up with him? He's never liked you. I think he's upset about Tanya saving you. Yeah. So we're getting up to about how much does the notes cover up if I leave it up? Not that much. Okay, that's not too bad. But yeah, I think, yeah, we're getting to the real world life COD. This is exciting. This is kind of a big moment, you know? The Give Life Rock. Nice. Oh. La da 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 da. Ba-da-bum. All right. Mia's she's woken up now. She's starting to paw at me a little bit more. Oh, geez, okay. I'll give her some pets while the battles play out. There you go. And I tell you, yesterday she was still bothering me, so I busted the toys out. I tried playing with her. She only wanted to play for like 4 seconds. And then she was done. Yo, Zeal guys. Yeah, everything is going very well. I took today off work, so we did a daytime stream. So I've been up for a while already. I've been streaming for 6 hours already. But always feels good to have just a nice daytime vacation day of just gaming. All right, there we go. I had to text her. She didn't want to get it wrong, and I forgot she told me to do that earlier. You guys got buffering. Interesting. I got no drop frames on my side, so it might have been a YouTube thing. Oh, but it affected Twitch as well, huh? Interesting. Yeah. Man, one thing that I gotta do is so let me show you guys something. When I first started streaming on YouTube, I decided to, I mounted another monitor right there. So I've got my main monitor, and then I've got this secondary monitor that's mounted right there. which I can. Oh, actually, it's not even hooked. It's not even hooked up right now though, because I ended up originally I put it there so that I could put the Twitch chat and the YouTube chat side by side. But then I figured out that in the spot that I normally have my chat, I can just combine them. My bot has a combined chat thing already. So now I don't even need the second monitor. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount it to the side of this thing, or maybe to like the side of this thing, so it can be next to the CRT. And that way it can be much easier for me to turn the chair and then play on the CRT. You know what I mean? Because I want to be playing on the CRT, but it's kind of a pain to pick up this monitor and move it over here, right? So if I have it permanently over there, then all I have to do is turn the chair. Do, 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 do. All right, the old poison carrots.
Helden! Helden!
Hello, welcome on in. All right, so we can drop right here. Ooh, small metal. All right, all right. Oh yeah, and then this takes us up to like under the graveyard. I remember this. Oops. All right, let me spirit punch one of these things. Gaming theme, as in like my favorite song that's in a game. I think I'd have to think about it. No, I have an answer for you. I've got an answer. And let's see. I'll see if anybody is able to name it. However, I have to. I have to find it though. I've tried finding it before, and for some reason I can never find it on my list here. Okay, even though I have the soundtrack in front of me, I cannot fucking find the song. So I just need to look it up on YouTube. All-time favorite video game song, probably this one. Mad over yonder got it there. Yeah, this is from Mario RPG. Oh yeah, dude, it's so good. Oh, it's supposed to. That game's soundtrack, though, in general, is just one of my all-time favorite soundtracks. That's the same composer as Legend of Mana. So but by the way, every day I start my stream with this song playing. which this song is from Legend of Mana, and that's the same composer. I am very into this game's soundtrack as well. Because I think like isn't this one like insanely good too? Yeah. Oh yeah. And then like this song is in this game. Oh yeah. Like Legend of Mana might actually be my favorite soundtrack of all time. Like the number one. All right.
How long do you plan on keep up this charade with Tanya?
Red, I don't know what you mean.
I've seen you with her. You two seem pretty close.
She's just being polite.
So that's what you call it. No matter. I want you to stay away from her.
But I have nowhere else to go.
I don't care what you do. Just don't come back to the village.
Oh.
What? Don't look at me like that. You're just a visitor. And visitors move on.
Oh.
I don't know what she sees in you. Go now, and remember what I said.
Oh.
All right, so this time we actually are running into the real Dash, not just a mimic. And then where does this go? Or so we think, exactly. I mean, can't be sure. Ah, small medal, excellent. Oh yeah, I've been talking about Parasite Eve. I just got Parasite Eve for Christmas, and so I'll probably play it pretty soon. And that's a Yoko soundtrack that I haven't even heard yet. But yeah, favorite composers in general for me, Yoko Shimomura, definitely number one. But also, love Uematsu. Also, I like Shoji Meguro a lot. I like Masafumi Takada a lot. Danny Baranowski. Koji Kondo, of course. What's my take on Clair Obscur? I think it's the best game I've played in 10 years. The best new game I've played in 10 years. Like it's fucking insane how good that game is. Like the soundtrack hit super hard. Love the gameplay, right? I love the fact it's a turn-based RPG, but it's got the dodging and parrying. I really like that, and it makes playing it on hard mode made the bosses feel very Soulsy, where it's like I get the shit kicked out of me, but oh, I think I get it. I think I get it now. So put me back in there. Give me one more try. You know what I mean? Like it has that kind of gameplay loop when you get to a boss. Okay. Maybe not as good as Hollow Knight. Hollow Knight was 9 years ago. But yeah, I think it was 2017 was Hollow Knight. But yeah, I love the characters, and I love all the characters in the game, and like the writing and story of it is just keeps you hooked the whole time, and it's written in a really smart way. Like the big thing about Expedition 33's writing is that it respects the player. They allow the player to not know things, right? Where there's a lot of dialogue that makes no sense to the player until, but they respect us enough to expect that, like, it's written in a way where we don't know what it means, but it's intriguing, and so we want to learn more. You know what I mean? And then the way that they reveal the information to the player is very smart as well. There's a little bit of exposition 33 at the end of Act 2, of course, where you know, there's like a huge reveal, but you know, besides that, it's like when they reveal things to the player, they generally do it in a way that respects the player's ability to put 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean? And so it feels respectful. And then it makes it more satisfying to learn things about the game, about the story, when you're actually kind of figuring it out rather than just being told. And then it's also the perfect kind of game where the second playthrough is so different from the first because now you know what everyone's talking about, you know? It's like on a second playthrough, every single word of dialogue in the game is important and has new meaning. And I love that kind of writing as well. So, like, it just hits everything, you know? So, yeah, absolutely phenomenal, like, literally phenomenal game. It will be a phenomenon. And yeah.
I shouldn't be saying this, but I think Tanya will probably be married soon. It seems that she's in love.
If I have a favorite villain theme, though, I mean, it's got to be One Winged Angel, you know? FF7.
This village is known for its silk clothing. Unfortunately, it's not an easy skill to learn.
This is painful for me. I need more help.
Ah, the old pot lid.
Next year's festival won't happen for quite some time. This year's festival was terrible for Tanya. I hope it's better next year. It's usually more enjoyable. Oh, Dash, you've certainly cheered Tanya up. There's something different about you. Maybe I'm just drunk.
What was his voice again?
Why haven't you come, Dash? Why have you come, Dash? For Tanya? Dash, is something wrong? And who are your friends? Have you come to fight me?
Not yet.
That's what I thought. Just a big chicken.
Oh, fuck this guy.
I don't fight cowards.
Look who's talking. Alright, probably give the defense seed to Barbara. You loved FF6 tying the main title screen music to the final Kefka boss fight? Wait, you know I hate it? What? Since when do I hate when the title screen music comes in during the final boss? I think that shit's awesome. Okay, so in the real world, we've got Life COD here as well. So that's going to be X, because W is the water gate. X. Let's see. Life COD, we've got, Rend is a dick to Dash. There we go. That's about what I got here so far. Oh, right. Because the theme is that I just hate Final Fantasy VI in general.
It's been so long since Tanya lost her family, but she treats you like a brother. Please don't do anything to hurt her.
Have you come to see Tanya? I understand. What did Rand have to say to you anyway? Never mind, it's none of my business. Alright, let's check out the well, shall we? Oh, nothing down here, alright. Do-do-do-do-do. Recommend to immediately play a second time after finishing the first playthrough of Expedition 33? Yeah, absolutely. Hard to explain to your wife why you suddenly need so many handkerchiefs next to the PC? Yeah. You just gotta be like, I've been looking at a lot of porn lately, I swear. I swear. Okay, Warhammer. We already got the zombie killer. The dragon mail, which I don't have the money for. And then... But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think Final Fantasy VI is overrated. Wait, did I do that right? No. Okay, I just bought a second one is what happened. I see. So now we'll go to you. We'll take this. We give it to Barbara. Then we... Whoops. Then... we equip that instead of the silver tiara. It's not quite as stylish, though. And this guy's got some good stuff. The water flying clothes, also.
I'm a traveler, but I enjoy the peacefulness of this village. If the rumor about Mudo's defeat is true, why are there still monsters around? You continue on your adventures, watch out!
Alright, I haven't saved in a minute, so we will for sure lock it in here. Alright. That lady's gotta stop calling me Shirley. This year's festival was very strange. Another person spoke through Tanya. Had I not been there, I don't think I would have believed it. Okay. Which Dragon Quest would I recommend starting with? Okay, so I am just the type to start at the start. And the reason is because I like seeing it start out very simple, and then I like seeing the advancement game by game, you know? So, like, I'm very happy with the fact that I started with the first one and just played them sequentially from there, you know? But, if you aren't that type and you just kind of want to play the best one, I've heard that 8 and 11 are the two best ones. Out of 1 through 6 so far, though, I kind of think this one is the best so far, you know? Whoops. Hang on a second. I have the Persona 3 soundtrack, but all the names of the songs are in Japanese. So I don't know what song is Battle for Everyone's Soul. Probably not this one. Oh, except for Burn My Bread, which is funny. So there's a song called Burn My Dread, right? But in my CD rip of the data off of the soundtrack, it's written as Burn My Bread. It's a good one though. It's a good one. That game's got a really good soundtrack. I did mention Shoji Meguro when I went through them. Okay, so here's the weapon store. Oh, and then this is just the regular stuff. Okay, gotcha.
This armor isn't for sale. Maybe I'll repair it someday.
Oh yeah. I forgot about the fancy armor that's in the Dream version of Life COD. Because it is repaired or whatever. All right, okay, we already talked to this guy. Welcome back, brother. Did I say brother? I guess that's how I feel. By the way, what did Rand want to talk to you about? Was he giving you any trouble? Yeah, I told him to leave you alone. Ignore him, he's just jealous. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. So it sounds to me like we've been even worse than friend-zoned. We've been brother-zoned by Tanya. We've been, you know, you're like a brother to me. That's even worse than I love you as a friend.
What? No, this isn't Tanya's house. The elder lives here.
Very nice. Another small medal for the collection. I need you to get out of my way. Brother, ever since Final Fantasy 1 on NES, if you press into somebody, they get the hell out of your way. Okay, there we go.
Isn't this such a great view? I don't think I can leave.
But yeah. I think the best Dragon Quest so far, I think it's been this one. As far as the ones that I've finished, it's been 4. But I think I'm liking this one even more. You're about Tanya's age. Children shouldn't have to be alone.
Welcome, Dash. It appears your wounds have healed, but your memory still seems to be lacking. This isn't Tanya's house. Maybe if you spent a little more time with her. Could you do that for me?
Alright, we got the stylish bandana. But wait, what happened to Real Dash? So like here we are, we've you know, we've searched the whole town now. And I don't seem to have run into him again. This one, let me see the copyright on it. Unless, oh, here we go. Copyright 1995. All right, Real Dash doing a drum stream. I did just chart a couple more songs. Next drum stream I do, I charted 2 new songs. Okay. So I guess we'll see what's going on outside again. Bring up my notes here real quick. Charting a song? It's creating a rock band chart for it, you know? Real Dash is here somewhere? I don't really know what they're talking about here. Will I play the Dragon Quest VII Remake? Nah. I'll just play regular Dragon Quest VII when I get to it. I got no interest in remakes anymore. At the very least, I would want to play the original first, but even then, you know, after I do play the original, I'd rather then play Dragon Quest VIII. It will be. It'll definitely be interesting. If Danger is gonna play the remake, then he can tell me what's different. Or actually, I suppose by the time I play Dragon Quest VII on stream, the remake will probably be out, and then that's all anyone will be talking about in chat the entire time, is all the differences of the remake. Which is part of the reason that remakes drive me crazy, is the way that it always dominates the conversation. Just do FromSoft February? Yeah, you know, maybe, is this a repro cart or emulated? It's neither. This is an original Japanese cartridge in a Super Famicom, but what I've done is I used a cartridge dumper to dump the ROM onto my PC, and then I patched the ROM with a English translation, and then programmed that English ROM then to some NAND memory chips, which then you can solder the memory chips to these red modules that Voltar made, and then you solder the modules to the back of the ROM chips on the cartridge, and just like that, voila, you put the real original cartridge into your system, and it's the English translated ROM. All right. Gotta get rid of these, the Give Life rocks. You know what I learned about soldering is that it's really easy if you get decent tools, right? Like, as long as you get a decent soldering station and use good flux, it's pretty easy. All right. But yeah, as I always say, though, as far as remakes go, I did actually like the Link's Awakening remake and the Mario RPG remake on Switch. Both of those are pretty great. Play Mario Galaxy 1 and Odyssey. I am a big fan of Mario Galaxy and Mario Odyssey. Man, Mario Odyssey is like as far as 3D games go, Mario Odyssey is like the best controlling 3D game of all time. The best controlling 2D game of all time? Hollow Knight? Super Mario World way up there. But probably Hollow Knight. And like the ninja game. Oh yeah, the old battery swap. Like swapping batteries in cartridges is like that's like the easiest way to get into like soldering, repairing, you know, that kind of stuff. So I'm not really sure what to do in Life COD yet. This game has been it's been a repeating theme of finding a new place, getting excited that there's a whole bunch of new NPCs to talk to, and maybe we're gonna find something to do, and then I can't really tell what I'm supposed to do. What I can at least do, though, is that now that I've been reminded about that shiny armor in the shop, I mean, maybe we go back to Dream Life COD now and see if there's anything to do there. Like, any town in which there's a Dream version and a regular version, I think it's a pretty good idea to swap back and forth between them and see if anything changes. Oh yeah, and I do Steam family sharing with my wife. And she buys a lot of Humble bundles, and so she has like a ton of Steam games. I've not played Dragon Quest XI. I've only played 1 through 5, and now this is, 6. Just been going through in order. Uh-oh, Mia's getting bored. I think I might have enough medals for the next item. That'll be good to check at some point. Mia, don't make me lock you out of here if you're gonna go around biting at cables and stuff. I gotta keep an eye on her for a second. Okay, I gotta move her. She's fucking with cables. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing about the Dragon Quest playthrough and me streaming in general is I'm gonna have a kid in April, and so I have no clue what the progress on streaming is going to be. I'm probably just gonna retire from FF7 speedrunning for a while. And any streaming that I do is probably going to be Dragon Quest, but or I mean that's the good news, is that like I'm probably just going to retire from FF7 speedrunning for a while. And then any streaming that I do is going to be, just stuff like this. But there probably won't be very much of it at all. Okay, so has anything changed here now that we've gone to the other place? Oh, maybe we already... I do remember there being shiny armor here. But I don't remember... I feel like we already interacted with it, but I don't remember what happened. Aren't any available jobs left on the mountain, so Rand has decided to become a guide down the mountain. I wish him luck. The air smells sweeter than before. The sky's more beautiful. These are definitely signs of peace. Do you plan to travel by yourself? I don't understand why you'd make yourself such an easy target. But it is obvious that you're still alive. I'm going to marry Dash soon. He promised. Father doesn't know yet. Please don't tell him. Man, I've been I listened to a bunch of Leprous last night again, and like this morning before the stream. You guys ever listen to Leprous? Oh man, that band is awesome. Alright, we can take a little rest here. And this one, yeah, everybody does just hop in bed together. Man, this hairpiece is driving me crazy. And by hairpiece, I don't mean I'm wearing a hairpiece. I mean this piece of hair that goes right here. I hadn't heard. We don't get many rumors this deep in the mountains. Loosely translates to Snuggles. So I think that the game's title is something that's like, it's called my bangs. It's called my, receding hairline. It's something about like the world of dreams. Listen to 70s music mostly. You like Deep Purple? If we lens up here, Google Lens, right, with translate, Phantom Land is the subtitle that it gives. Phantom Land. You guys should have seen that. Hang on a second. All right. So there, yeah. So that's where I'm getting that from. Apparently over here, this just says Dragon Quest VI, and then, yeah, over there we got that. Now, what about this? Dragon Quest Big. Hang on. Oh, I didn't have the whole thing. Wait. Okay, this time it doesn't have the big on there. What's this? Phantom Earth. The size of this illusion. It really seems to think that the Roman numeral 6 is like the word big. So let's try to cut that off a little bit. Okay, yeah, it just says Phantom Land for that again. What else we got here? Oh, hang on. Dragon Quest VI Phantom Land. How about that? Isn't it crazy the times we live in where you can do this? Where you can just hold your phone up to this box and it does this? This is cool, dude. And if we go down to the characters, There's Barbara. Barbara. Who the hell is Terry? Hassan. Chamorro. Miriel. This is cool, but guides in games aren't? I don't get what you're talking about. Oh, that it's translating for me instead of me learning Japanese? Hey, I'm just saying. The tech is cool. Casually showing off a mint condition box? It's not that expensive. If we go on eBay right now, Super Famicom games in general are not very expensive. Dragon Quest VI, complete in box. $17.99, buy it now. You can get Dragon Quest VI Super Famicom complete in box for $17.99, buy it now. All right. Now, what was I doing here? Did I see PewDiePie spending 24 hours animating Studio? A, I don't really know what you're asking me. I don't really understand the question. B, I've actually never watched PewDiePie before. I've seen clips of him. I've seen one clip in particular that we've all seen. I've seen clips of him, but I've never actually watched one of his videos or anything like that. I think Mrs. Dash watched him for a little while. I got nothing against him, by the way. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Here's what I guess here's the thing. When PewDiePie was popular, I think I had like a superiority mentality of like, that's stupid content for stupid people. You know what I mean? I had that kind of dumb mentality when he was popular, and now that he's like retired and I'm kind of over that dumb mentality, you know, now he doesn't make videos anymore. So, you know, I just missed the boat on him, really. But yeah, just checked out Opeth, Moon Above, Sun Below. I have only listened to like old Opeth, but you know, I should give it a. I like the Opeth is some of the best music that I haven't listened to a lot of. Okay. Well, I'm a little bit stumped as to like whether I'm supposed to be doing all that much here. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of old school RPGs is what you'll find is that the US releases are very expensive even for just the cartridge, and the Japanese version you can get dirt cheap, complete in box, mint condition. So right now we are in Dreamland. I gotta go back to the real world. Oh, he does still make videos, PewDiePie does? Gotcha, I didn't even know. I think we're going down still. Alright, so now we can do a return to... I mean, we're kind of... I feel like I always go to Piscani, but the thing is, like, we're kind of coming around to this side now. And yo, Rogaza, thank you for the super chat. Playing through almost all of Ninja Gaiden 4. That's the one that, like, just came out, right? Whoops. Alright, so we gotta check out the rest of this continent. Do, 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 do. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing. We're gonna store items. And then now I need to go into the sack and take the mermaid thing back out. Harp. I feel like I'm really bad at looking at a list of things and finding the thing that I'm looking for. It's a weird thing to be bad at, but I think I'm bad at it. Like, somewhere on this list is mermaid harp, and I feel like I must have already passed it twice. Unless you can't put it in the sack? Is that what's going on? Oh no, it just doesn't go in the sack. Okay, gotcha. All right. What did you miss in Dragon Quest VI? I found the real life cod. I went to Calberona. I didn't really find anything to do in either of those places, so now I am exploring the parts of the map that I haven't been able to get to yet. Because I realized that the submarining of the boat is allowing me to get to the whole world. So now, now we're exploring all the parts of the world. We've got an inn. Alright.
I've come looking for the legendary sword. Unfortunately, I was about 50 years too late. The priest Zam has very important knowledge. He was the only one who knew how to release the legendary sword. He has to be dead now, and it's impossible to release the sword without him. Have you come here looking for the priest Zam?
Yeah, sure.
My grandfather met him when he was a child, but nobody's seen Zam in 50 years. I doubt he's even still alive.
Alright, alright. And yeah, we're just doing random exploring, talking to all the NPCs, exactly. Which I am totally fine with. We'll take a stay here. That's right. We are role-playing right now. Alright, so this is just an inn, apparently. Do.
The trolls.
Oh, and then I played a bunch of Mio today also. We got a lot farther in Mio. And man, that game is good. Alright, here. Whoa! Frozen! Okay. Well, let's bust out the notes here real quick. We'll say right here is town Y. And town Y is frozen. Okay. Maybe the people indoors are not... Oh, no, even the people indoors, dude. Oh, yeah, this reminds me. I gotta go to the store today. Oh, this guy, though, in the underground.
It's sad what happened to this town. I'm not selfish, but I can't let you stay for free. Would you like to stay? It's only 32 gold.
Nah. We just rested. It is cheaper, though. But, yeah, I gotta go pick up more cat food and more water softener salt today. All right, all right. Hey, there's a well for us to check. Is this one gonna be frozen down here? No. Hmm. Oh, even the, you can see the adventure log sitting on the table. Oh, would you like to record your own adventure? Yes. That's funny, dude. So we can still save. Maybe we can see the prices for the weapons shops and stuff on the wall as well. And then we can leave the money. Hey, this place has a fire going. Okay, okay, who leaves here? Did I say leaves? I meant lives.
How am I supposed to work in a village like this? They just stare at me. I'll be out of business shortly. Hey, you! I don't know why you're here, but there's a cave to the northeast. Stay away from the cave.
All right, we will go ahead and write down. Stay away from the cave northeast. Stay away in, stay away in quotes, because obviously that's where we're going now. That's the, that's the first bit of direction I've gotten in a long time. Hey, the fur hood. Got 3 inches of snow and everything's shut down. I'm not sure how much snow we got. I haven't taken a look in a minute. Let me go look. Let's go see how much. Oh, I wanted to show you guys something, by the way. Here, let me find the picture. So where one interesting thing about living in a snowy place, if you guys don't live in snowy places, is how it looks at night. Because, with a little bit of moonlight and then everything on the ground being white, check this out. I'm finding it. Yeah, exactly. So like for us it's the moonlight, right? So this is like just outside our bedroom window. Hang on, I gotta scale it. Fit to screen. There we go. Boom. So this is like outside. This is my backyard, outside of our bedroom window. And so yeah, it's like at night, it just basically looks like daytime. You know what I mean? As in like you can just see this is midnight. By the way, is what I'm trying to say. This is at 12 a.m. midnight, and it's just super bright out. All right. I just wanted to show that. And then I am curious to see how much it did snow out there. But okay, we just saved, so I guess it's time to head northeast and see what the deal is up there. Ah, there it is. And then there's also a cave up there. Okay, so there's two. Ah, it's one of these. I actually love these puzzles. I haven't had visitors in such a long time. Surely you don't know who I am, so why have you come? Go to the village in the southwest and find the young man Goran. Sure, he will surely tell you all about me. Goran, huh? There we go. Well, now I gotta see what's up in this cave. Because, I mean, there was nobody who told me all about anybody when we were there. Okay, okay, big door. Ah, yes. Oh, solved it. Examine the door, but it's sealed tight. Okay, okay. So I guess back to town now to find Goran. I mean, so there were two people. Two people that I could talk to. I think first we'll talk to the second guy, because he seemed... I'll have to find him again. Alright, this guy. Maybe this guy will have more... Ah, yep, here we go.
Damn, you're no help. Doesn't matter, I'll ask someone else. Excuse me, I'm in a hurry.
I already told you I can't help you. Looking for a young man called Goran? Goran hasn't been young for nearly 50 years. This wrinkled old man is Goran. You've been to the northeastern cave, haven't you? I know how reckless young people are. I too visited the cave. I remember what I found inside. You should stay away.
Okay, okay. Maybe now this other young adventurer will be there. You stretch every day? I've had to start stretching every day, at least my wrists. But also I should be stretching my back because I got scoliosis. Oh, you've returned! Goran surely told you all about me. Taking regular walks? I take a walk every day when it's not freezing outside. But yeah, during the spring, summer, fall seasons, I do take a good walk every day. Huh? Goran isn't young, he's old. He's old? Of course, humans age differently than I do. How forgetful I can be. Since Goran told you, I will show you my true form. All you have to do is say my name. But Dash did not answer. Is it possible that you really don't know? It is possible. So Goran didn't say anything? He must still be upset about that thing from 15 years ago. Perhaps he's forgotten me. Oh well. I guess I can lift the curse from the frozen village. I am the Snow Queen, Urena, the guardian of nature in this area. I saved Goran's life long ago as he lay freezing in the snow. I told him to keep it a secret. But Goran broke his promise. The people called this place Mount Snow. That gave me an idea. Surely he's been punished enough. With this snowstorm, I release the town. The people of the town should be okay again. To them, the last 50 years never happened. Except for one man. You have no further business here. Please leave. Don't let anyone know that you met me. Understand? All right, all right. Hey, whatever, lady. Yeah, I think, so I think what happened there is the fact that we didn't know meant that Goran didn't tell us, which means that Goran isn't, you know, it said something about Goran to her where she should forgive him, you know? This is Mount Snow, where it snows all year round. Alright, where's that guy in the basement down here now? Okay, he's gone. Wait a second, did he say the name of the village? Just Mount Snow? Alright, alright. Mount Snow. And okay. So we have once again we've once again found a new town. There's a whole new load of people to talk to, and hopefully this means that this time we'll get some direction. You know, maybe we will be able to actually, maybe we'll be able to actually solve a problem for someone, and make some progress or get some kind of reward, you know. But we'll have to wait until next time. It's been a good stream today. You know, played a bunch of Mio, made a bunch of progress. Dragon Quest VI made a bunch of progress. I am really enjoying the game, and so I will be back, I think, on Wednesday. You know, I stream every other day, so I should be back on Wednesday with the next stream. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. It was fun. I had a great time. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. And so first we'll say goodbye to YouTube, and then on Twitch we can go do a raid on somebody. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on Wednesday. See you later. Bye. Bye, YouTube. And then on Twitch, let's find out who's streaming here. Who can we go send you folks over to? We've got, making a decision. Cherno is speedrunning Half-Life? I'll send you guys over there. I haven't watched Cherno in a while, but I always enjoyed his, oh my gosh, what have I done? I've always enjoyed his Half-Life speedruns, Half-Life 1. So go say hi to him for me and have yourselves a great night. I will see you guys next time. Bye! Maybe I'll have to make it up for a DBZ. I'll try to squeeze in a drum stream.